Hi there, my name is Miles, and I wanted to give you a quick overview of how to play my game Tricala. As you can see, Tricala is a triangular variant of the classic series of games Mancala, and it is played with either 2 or 3 players, but for the sake of this demo, I'm going to show you how to play with 2 players. As far as materials go, you'll need some kind of a board. You can either carve into a board like this, you can go outside and dig a couple of holes in the ground, or you can simply draw on a piece of paper. The main thing that you have to keep in mind is that you have to have a 6 by 6 equilateral triangle, as you can see 6 holes on either side. Then you'll need 9 player pieces. So I've chose to raid stones from an existing Mancala set. And that's really all you need in order to be able to play the game. Now the game is won in 2 various different ways. First off, you can control corners, or what you can do is you can be the first person to capture 9 player stones. Now we'll get more into that in just a second. Okay, let's start talking about the setup. And the setup is an important part of the game because at least half of the game is in the setup, and at least half the strategy is in how well you set up your pieces and where you choose to set them up. First off, you choose who's going to go first in whatever way you want to. That player gets to place 3 stones anywhere they want except for the corner places. Now that person can literally place stones anywhere, including up in places that they already have stones in. Then it's the next player's turn to place 3 stones. So green might go like this, for example. And then blue will say, okay, well, I'm going to even put some stones where you currently have stones. And they'll go right here. Okay, and then naturally, and whoever started placing stones gets to go first. And now let's talk about sowing. You can sow in any direction that you want to, and to sow you basically pick up all the contents of one pit and you drop one in a series of stones into each pit in a line. What you can also do is, like, let's say you hit a wall right here. So blue's going to go and they're going to hit a wall right here. Now they can choose to go any direction except from the way that they just came. So, for example, blue will go ahead and go right here. What you can also do is you can capture pits, and what you can do as far as capturing goes is you sow and you capture all the stones, including the one that landed in that pit. These now go towards your total of 9 stones that you'll need in order to win. Notice that you can pick up stones. You can pick up stones from a pit as long as you have at least one of that color in. Doesn't matter who has the majority. The other thing that you can do is you can also what I call re-sow, where you pick up the contents of this pit right here for blue, and they'll drop stones in a series. Notice they land their last stone in an existing pit where they only have their color of stones in there. So they get to continue going on. They pick up all the contents of that pit, continue going. And hey, look, that results in a capture. So, and you can also even pick up just 1 stone from any pit and use it as an example like that. Now, there are 2 different ways to win that we just talked about. First off, you can be the first person to capture 9 stones. The second way that you can win is by controlling corners. And how many corners you need to control in order to win is variable as far as how many pieces you have. Let's say you have 3 or more pieces. You need to have control over 3 corners. So in this example, green has control of 1 corner and blue has control of 1 corner. But let's say you only have 2 pieces left on the board. Then all you need to do is control 2 corners. Or let's say you only have 1 piece left on the board. All you need to do is be able to control 1 corner. So we'll kind of continue on with this example of the game. It's green's turn, so what they're going to do is use this to capture right there. Blue goes, well, blue's going to go ahead and go re-sow. And then green goes 2, 4, 6, 7. Notice green is at 7, blue is at 5, so blue needs to get busy. Blue will go actually, in this case, blue probably lost either way, because blue captures these. He gets 7. Green captures this, and they're at 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. But this actually resulted in an interesting example, where both players have control over one pit and both players only have one piece left on the board. In the case of a tie, where both players achieve an objective at the same time, the person with the most stones wins. So, in this case, green is still the winner because they have more stones. So, 9 to 7.